Hiya, I'm Simone Radley from England and Nails, and in this video we are going to be doing some monochrome nail art. So I'm going to start with, if I can do it, a coat of 156, which is white. So we only want to paint it thin. So I'm going to do 2 coats of this. So I'm going to do 2 coats and I'm going to cure each coat for 60 seconds. So now that I have done my 2 base coats of I156, I'm going to decant some I161, which is Asgard, onto my silicone pad. I'm going to use my dotting tools now. Which end do I want? That is the question. I'm going to use D, I think, so it's quite small. I'm going to start in the middle and I'm basically going to do 4 dots. So I'm going to do 1 dot, then I'm going to do 1 dot opposite it, leaving a little gap in between. Then I'm going to do the same opposite each other the other way. So it looks like that will need to be a bit bigger. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to turn over to the smaller side, which is C. And I'm going to dot in between those so that they join up and it leaves a bit of a wiggly sort of outline. And then I'm going to pop that into flash cure just for a few seconds because I don't want it to splodge out everywhere. And then for the next ones I'm going to use the next sizes up, which are E and F. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to start with F, which is the bigger one of the 2. And now we're going to, because it's created kind of like a diamond shape, and I'm going to work in a diamond shape around the outside as well. Again, in dots. So I'm going to dot at the top. I'm going to dot at the bottom, trying to leave roughly the same gap, same distance in between. Then I'm going to dot at the sides, again leaving roughly the same distance. Then I'm going to dot in the middle to join them up, and you should be able to fit about 2 in the middle with a tiny little space in between. You really need to pick up paint each time so that they are a fairly consistent size, otherwise they'll get too small. So now we've got a kind of roughly dotted diamond. Now I'm going to swap to the smaller of the 2 sizes, which is E. I'm going to pick up paint and I'm going to dot in the middle of all these, again so they join together, but it's kind of not a straight line. So now I'm going to pop that into cure for a few seconds, just flash curing it. Now I want to replicate this, but I'm going to start on the outside rather than the little bit on the inside. So I'm going to dot underneath, leaving a gap, and I'm using F, which is the bigger one of the 2. And obviously we're not going to fit the whole diamond on, so you just need to imagine that you've got the rest of your shape. And then switch to E, which is the smaller one, and again dot in between. Now I'm going to turn it round. The beauty of working on the tip, you can turn it, and I'm going to do the same this side. Don't worry if it's not exactly the same, that's fine. Doesn't need to be dead even. I'm going to do my little dots in between. I'm going to just flash cure that. And then to do your diamonds also this way, again I'm using the bigger side first, which is F. I'm going to start my dot in the middle. Getting braver now, I've not flash cured it for a couple now. I will flash cure it in a second because I don't want to multiply everywhere. Just flash cure it for a few seconds. If you find that your dots have wrinkled a bit, it's because we're using 161, which is such a highly pigmented black. When it's a little bit too thick, you can get wrinkling in the lamp. But because it's for a little bit of art, it's not major, and you should find that it comes, you don't notice it really when you top coat it. The other thing that you can do alternatively is use I-51, I went blank then, 51 instead, which is also black, it's just not as highly pigmented. So last one, I'm going to use F again, which is the bigger end. Again, dotting, pretending we've got the whole pattern to work from. And then what we do need to do is we do need to do a little bit of the other diamond as well. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to flash cut it for a few seconds just while I decant a little bit more eyeliner because I'm running out. Oh, and I'm chucking it. Turn that off. Right, so now I'm starting with the D, and I'm going to dot in here. Keep going and filling them in. Once you've filled in all your centre diamonds, pop it into cure, and I'm going to do a full cure on that for 60 seconds. So now that's come out of the lamp, I'm loving it, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to top coat it using Rock Plus.
Looks like it's black in that camera. Oh, it's just a zebra thing with camera.
It's got zebra stripes on the camera thing. So I'm going to top coat it with a Rock Plus, and you will find that it is, your black design is going to be a bit raised, so make sure when you're top coating it, you go over it a few times and get your top coat right in between all your raised bits to make sure it's all top coated properly. When that's done, pop it into cure for 60 seconds. So now that it's out the lamp, if you want to leave it shiny, obviously leave it shiny, but clearly I'm not going to. I'm going to make it matte with the Velvet Matte Top Coat. I was just talking to Joanna about this, and we've both agreed that in general nail art looks better matte. Just does. Taking a bit off, making sure it's not too thick. Bless you.
Oh,
bless you again.
I'm trying to hold them in, they got louder.
Trying to just stop and sneezing fit. So then pop that into cure for 60 seconds. Ooh, I love it. It looks really nice matte. So it is, obviously it's monochrome, black and white. It's a diamondy print, but it's kind of, I didn't want proper diamonds, and I'll show you a picture that I was working, sort of was my inspiration for it in a second, but it kind of looks a bit like Aztec-y, kind of. But anyway, I'll show you the inspiration picture on my very battered phone. So this was my inspiration picture. Obviously it is a rug and a cushion. So yeah, that is where I've got my inspiration from for that. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. As always, the stuff that we've used in the video will be listed below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!